right off the mask of Phillips. 0-1 count with one out in the top of the second inning. Red Sox leading it 1-0. 2 runners on, threatening off of Austin Pope, the starter, once again. Kerner awaiting. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Fastball painted on the outside corner for a strike. 0-2 count on Kerner. The catcher will protect. Tsubia on second. He walked. And Waddell on first base. A single that somehow bounced through the left side of the infield. 2 aboard. Red Sox up a run. Righty Pope sets to the belt and deals. Kerner hits this one right into the glove of the third baseman Triolo. On to second for one, over to first. And they got him. Second double play turned by the Braves, and it ends the second inning. Red Sox strand a pair. We go to the bottom of the second. Whitey leading it 1-0. You're listening to Red Sox Baseball on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network. Home half of the second inning at Doran Park. 1-0 lead for the Red Sox. Tommy Henry back out to face 4, 5, and 6 in Brickhouse, Langer, and Barzell. Dana Gray with you. Now joined by assistant coach for the YD Red Sox, Dan Jaffe. Jaff, thanks so much for spending a little time with us. Really appreciate it.
Thanks for having me on, man. Forward to this.
Yeah, this is the first time, and we've tried to get you on a few times.
Yeah, it's been.
Have you ditched, or things just fell through?
No, I know. Last time we were here at Bourne, that Brandon asked me to do it, and he said we were having Wi-Fi problems.
Yeah, that's true. We didn't even get to call the entire game.
Yeah, just been getting teased up here.
But I'm glad we've got you now. In the bottom of the second, Brickhouse, the lefty hitter, all-star MVP last night. Batting from the left side, first pitch from Henry, connects for a strike on the outer third. Did you get to go to the all-star game, Jaffe?
We went out there, and we're about 10 minutes away from the park, and we got a call saying that there was no way that game was going to be played because of the rain. So we turned around and went back, but it turned out they got that thing off.
4-3 win for the West. 0-1, Nick Fowl. So we're getting towards the later stages and you've had with this coaching staff. Tell me about it. How would you describe you guys together?
To be honest with you, I really haven't been around a coaching staff that's as prepared and as diligent and as unselfish. We got 5 or 6. We got 5 or 6 assistants that know their roles and know what we do, and we know our strengths, we know our weaknesses. Everybody gets along well. We've done a good job so far, so we're just hoping to keep that thing rolling.
It's a 1-2 count on Brickhouse. And they're going to call it strike 3. There's some confusion with Brickhouse and the home plate umpire. Did strike out swinging, make it the second K for Henry. And David Langer digs in with one away in the bottom of the second. Henry setting at the chest, getting the signs from Kerner, and deals a fastball upstairs. So the assistant coach is working really well together. What's it been like working so close with Pick?
Pick's a great guy. Everybody knows who Pick is, and me being my first year here, I got to meet Pick really in the fall with CSN when Cypress came out to play us in October, and I really got to meet him and get to know who he is, and he's definitely all he's made out to be. I've heard nothing but good things about him, how he loves his players, loves his coaches, works hard, and it hasn't failed so far. This guy's one of the best baseball guys that have been around. So couldn't say enough good things about Pick.
Getting great recognition from the ABCA Hall of Fame and going there in a few days, actually. He'll miss a couple of games. He'll be in good company, though. Langer gets hit by the pitch. He's off of first base, and Barzell digs in. Lefty on righty matchup, 1-0 lead for the Red Sox in the bottom of the second. Look at first from Henry. Deals a curveball well outside. And this may be a summer league. Obviously very prestigious, a lot of talent, but you guys want to win, and Pick sets that tempo right from the start.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what this thing's about. And, it's about development. It's about, getting players the experience as well as getting them the exposure that they need to the professional rankings. But at the same time, this is the most prestigious league, in my opinion, in baseball, short of Major League Baseball. And to win a championship up here it's what it's meant to be. It's what baseball's supposed to be, and it's been a dream of mine to come up here.
Runner on first with one away. Barzell at the plate. 2-0 pitch is nicked foul. 2 balls and a strike. You mentioned the MLB. We were up at Fenway last week. How cool was that for you? I know you got to throw a little of BP or one of the rounds to some of the hitters who were shooting for the monster. Obviously a great experience for them, but for you as well.
Oh, it's unbelievable. Fenway Park's, in my opinion, the baseball mecca of the world.
I'm not going to argue with that.
No, that's the stadium that you always dream about going to. That's been on my bucket list forever. And I got to go to my first Red Sox game at Fenway Park the week before with my girlfriend when she came up here to town. And
no way.
Yeah. And
so you were at your first game at Fenway a week before the day you were throwing your first pitch off the mound at Fenway Park.
Exactly 1 week before.
Unreal.
That was an experience of a lifetime right there.
Runner on first still with 1 out, 2-2 count on Barzell. Henry setting right at the belt. Deals, curveball waved at and missed. Strike 3. Barzell goes down by way of the K. Make it 3 strikeouts for Henry, all swinging 2 away in the bottom of the second. Red Sox in first place in the East, 6-point advantage. Tough loss against Chatham a couple of nights ago. Just kind of feels like to me those two teams are destined to meet up sometime in August. How much do you guys pay attention to the standings in possible playoff positions?
To be honest with you, we don't. We're out of position, especially when you're in first place. You don't worry about the teams behind you. You worry about what's ahead of you when you're in first place. As long as you do what you're doing, you don't have to worry about anybody behind you. We don't really focus on Chatham or anybody else in our division. We focus on getting better every day, working hard every day, getting as many wins as possible, and seeing if we can get this train rolling into the playoffs.
2 away, 0-1 count on Jake Corella. Next pitch, grounded foul right off of his shoe. That's got to sting. 0-2. One more meaning to come.
Good pitch, though. Buried that thing in pretty well. Cut it on his hands.
What have you liked from Henry here in his second summer? A lot of relief stuff last year. I know you weren't here for that, but what have you proved is from coming out for?
The biggest thing that I love about Tommy Henry is he's not afraid of anybody. He's not afraid to throw any pitch in any count in any spot. He doesn't care who's in the box. He knows his game. He knows who he is. He knows the type of pitcher he is, and he pitches with confidence out there. And when he's on the mound, and he's going to give you a chance to win. I mean, even his misses here today, I think there's only 1 or 2 what I call non-competitive, and the kid's not afraid. The kid works in the zone, and he doesn't care who's in the box. He's going to go to beat you.
He's a battler. For appearance number 6, he'll throw over to first. Langer back in, sliding. So one of your main duties with the coaching staff, the first base coach, may seem like an easy job at a glance, or why are you important to this coaching staff if you're selling yourself to the fans at home?
Well, I mean, if you ask the rest of the staff, I'm just there to look good. But to be honest, it's not difficult. You just have to always be paying attention because you don't know where the fielders are. You don't know where the pitch, what the pitcher might be doing. You got to keep an eye on pickoff moves. You got to keep an eye on the runners. And I mean, to be honest, my main job is making sure that our runners don't miss too many signs or, I lose my head from pick.
Right. Exactly. That's the main thing. Keeping the boss happy. And he's looking right across from you at third base. He's probably staring you down the whole time.
I feel his eyes going basically right into my soul every time he's giving signs.
1-2 pitch from Henry is popped up, foul out of play. Count stays at a ball and 2 strikes. And a lot of people don't realize this about the Cape is, this is a grind. You're playing almost every day. And for these college players, they're playing only a handful of times a week. How much stress do you have to monitor between them throughout the season, especially as we get into these later stages?
To be very honest with you, it's really not that difficult. There's really not a lot stretch with these guys because, I mean, one comes with itself. If you can't get excited to play in the Cape Cod League in front of all these scouts and on the stage that you're playing at in front of thousands of fans, then, you know, what are you really playing the game for? These guys come to work every single day and know what it takes. They're at that level. Good throw, Kerner. And they want to get to that level, and, you know, they know what it takes to compete here. They know what it takes to succeed. And you don't have to worry too much about it.
Langer tries to steal, and Kerner throws him out promptly. The second, Jeff, really appreciate it. Hope of first of a few times at least we get you on down the stretch.
Absolutely. Looking forward to it.
Great
Thanks
stuff.
for having me.
Go do your job.
Thanks for having me.
Top of the third coming up. Red Sox leading at 1-0 over Bourne. Through 2 full innings at Doran Park, 1-0 lead for the Red Sox over the Bourne Braves. Out there, he'll face the top of the order for the second time. Expected. Ashford and Koss reaching back in the first inning, looking to do the same with a 1-0 lead. So great to have assistant coach Dan Jaffe on there in the bottom of the second. Some good insight. Just a really all-around great guy, as pretty much everyone is with this YD organization. Great characters that really want base. Done a good job of that so far. Collected 20 wins. First pitch from Pope. Bounced right back over to the second baseman. Prado ranges across, throws over to first, and it pulls Brickhouse off of the bag. Backed up nicely by the catcher, Thad Phillips. That keeps Ashford over at first, but just one pitch. And Ashford reaches base for the second straight time.
The shortstop, number 4, California, Christian Koss.
Interesting to see how that one. It was fielded by Prado, but had to run space, throw across his body. Didn't get a whole lot out of it, and they are going to call it 2 for 2 for Ashford. Christian Koss batting from the right side for the second time. Pope will throw over to first. Ashford's back in, sliding safely. Tommy Henry doing a really nice job so far through 2. 3 strikeouts, and he's faced the minimum. Hit Langer with a pitch, but he was thrown out trying to steal. Kerner gunning him down at second base. No outs in the third. Ashford off of first base. Another toss over, and he's back in. Good speed for Zach on the stolen base opportunities this summer. So the Red Sox look to double that lead. Koss at the plate, batting .270. Hit a ground ball yesterday at White House Field that scored a run in the collected an RBI. Pretty cool moment for him. Righty Pope fires a fastball, misses low at the shoelaces. First pitch to Koss, and a 1-0 count. Scheduled off day today, but the rest of the Cape are underway. 4 teams not in action. We'll be watching the Anglers, though, later tonight, see how they do. 1-0. Breaking ball. Koss just nicks it foul. Got a piece of it. A ball and a strike. The Harbor Hawks and the Commodores playing today. Not too far away from here. Seeing the Katuitt Cavaliers. That at Veterans Field, a 7 o'clock start. 1-1 count on Koss. Ashford, the leadoff of first base, held on by the first baseman Brickhouse. Another toss over, and Zach's back in. Stan Jaffe, the first baseman coach. At first, Scott Pickler, always at third. We're going to miss him for a few days, though, in the future, going out to receive his Hall of Fame recognition for the ABCA. Next pitch, fastball upstairs, brings out of the crouch. 2 balls and a strike on Koss. Walked in the first inning. 1 of 2 free passes giving up by Pope so far. Didn't have a single walk in his previous start. 2 in 2 innings so far. Righty sets and deals. Ashford was off with the pitch as a bounding grounder right to the second baseman. Prado has it, touches second, on to first. They got him. Full play turned by the Braves. Prado was running to get ready for a throwdown to try and get Ashford, and the ball came right to him. All he had to do was put his right foot on the bag, threw a bullet over to first base in time to beat Koss. They erased the runners. Called Ashford safe at second, actually. Harvey Shapiro, the manager, out in with Joe Carasso. Didn't like the call, getting his case. So Ashford stays at second base. Feel bad for him. That Red Sox jersey is just getting dirty as all heck. A few slides back in at first base. Had to slide there. And the argument from Shapiro comes to no avail. So Koss retired. And Ashford will stay at second base. Prado just couldn't get that foot down in time. Now Dashbach digs in. 1 away in the top of the third. Pope sets and fires a curveball, trickles low at the shoelaces. Tough first at bat for Dashbach, grounding into that 6-4-3 double play. 2 already turned by the Braves infield. Looked like they almost had their third right there. But Ashford remains in scoring position. Gets the lead. 1-0. Fastball is hit high and foul out of play. Ball and a strike on Dashbach. Leads the Red Sox with 20 runs batted in. 21 with a single. Ashford can get the feet moving. Could surely score from second. The middle bag and fires. Just misses upstairs. 2 balls and a strike. Again, holds the lumber in his left hand over the home plate. His shoulder, the 2-1. That curveball falls in. 2-2 count. Ashford scampering back and forth off of second base. Second is playing relative middle bag. Somewhat honest. Beasley on deck. 1-0 lead for the Red Sox with 1 out. 2-2 pitch. Fastball just a little bit low, and Dashbach thought better of it. Andrew 0 for 4 yesterday in the All-Star game. 2 strikeouts. He's 0 for 1 today with that double play. Payoff pitch to Dashbach. Curveball just outside, ball 4. Phillips held it for a moment. Doesn't get the call. And it'll be 2 aboard with 1 away for Brad Beasley. Third walk of the ball game for Austin Pope.
Brad Beasley
Giving up a free pass in each inning so far. And it's put Dashbach on first base, Ashford on second with just 1 out. Beasley batting from the right side against the righty Austin Pope. First pitch low at the cleat level. And it's a ball to start off the at-bat to Beasley. In the 4 hole from Cal Poly, 341 hitter, and had that Big RBI single in the top of the first inning. Punched it right back up the middle. And that scored Ashford. He was at third base now. He's at second here. Dashbach at first with just one out. Fires fastball buried in the dirt, 2-0. Red Sox 8-7-2 when they're away from Red Wilson Field, as opposed to the best record at home, 12-4-2. Big reason they're trying to hunt down that home field advantage for the playoffs. 2-0 to Beasley, sits on it and puts it foul up out of play. 2 balls and a strike. Not the biggest of ballparks here at Bourne. 300 down the left field line, 330, 395 to dead center, 360 down in right field. A little bit bigger than what we've got at Red Wilson. 2 aboard and 1 out. Pope will step off and rush Ashford back to the second base bag. Albert taking his swings in the on-deck circle, hoping to plate here with runners on first and second and just 1 out. 2-1 pitch to Beasley. Off speed on the outer third for a strike. Just couldn't bring the bat off his shoulders, and it evens the count up at 2-2. Now 5 RBIs this summer for Beasley. Trying to collect another one right here. Pope a glance back at Ashford at second. And deals. 2-2 is grounded over to third baseman Triolo. Touches third, throws across the diamond. Not nearly in time. Brickhouse had to come off the bag. They do get the lead runner, though, so tack on an out. Still runners at first and second. And Reese Albert coming up.
Now batting the right fielder, number 11.
It's the second time this inning when a ball has been hit to an infielder for the Braves. All they've had to do was touch the bag for Prado. He couldn't get Ashford at second. Triolo makes no mistake touching third here. 2 outs, 1-0 lead for the Red Sox. The pitch. Albert slashes it foul out of play.
Tonight's foul balls are brought to you by Fairway Financial.
Reese 0 for 1 today. Grounded out to Brickhouse unassisted to end the first inning. That was with Beasley on first as well. He's there again. And now Dashbach at second. 0-1. That misses low in the dirt. Phillips blocks it with his protector in front of him. And the count moves to 1-1. Over 50 pitches for Pope. Hurling here in the third inning. Deepest he's gone into a ball game was the 5th. Next offering, breaking ball drops right in. A lot of motion north to south on that, and it's a ball and 2 strikes on Albert. Went 5 full innings on the 8th against Falmouth. Could only go 3 just a week ago against Hyannis. 2 away, 2 aboard. Red Sox trying to double the advantage. 1-2 to Albert. Grounded softly over to the first baseman, Brickhouse. He fields it, flips on the pitcher, covering in Pope to retire the side. Red Sox against Strand, and we go home to the third. Oh, you're listening to Red Sox Baseball. Red Sox and Braves battling it out for the final time in the regular season of 2018. Break that series. They've already picked up 2 victories. And Wilson looking for that coveted victory here at Doran Park. Third, 1-0 lead for the Red Sox.
Right fielder.
Lefty Henry back out there to throw. The body of the order. Jake Corella will step in that righty box. Caught stealing to end the second. First pitch from Henry. Cut on and miss. Breaking ball to start off Corella. Plays his college ball at St. Louis. Just 4 plate appearances so far for the Braves. Only played 1 game. 0-1. Another waved at and miss. Breaking ball dropping low out of the zone, and it's fooled Corella twice. 0-2 count. Henry with 3 strikeouts, looking for 4 here. 0-2. Fastball misses away. It's a good 0-2 pitch, though. Corella didn't fish for it. Henry from the windup. No outs in the third. 1-2. Just outside. Balls and 2 strikes on the right fielder for Bourne. Just 1 base runner so far for the Braves, with Langer back in the second. He was hit by a pitch. Henry into the motions. 2-2. Curveball, broken bat, rolling down the first baseline. Dashbach fields it. It'll be Henry actually gets it. It's fair. Is irrelevant. That the first saves comes in one of the most bizarre ways. Shattered in half, top to bottom. Handle stayed intact, but that ball just kept dribbling down the first baseline, was in foul territory for a moment, came across the chalk. And by the time that Henry decided to field it, scampered past him. So an infield single to start off the third inning for Corella. Run. Phillips will dig in and bat for the first time. Batting from the right side in the 8-hole today. First pitch from Henry, outside. 5'7", 190. Plays his college ball at UConn, and he had the Huskies. 370. Cut on and hit foul back into evens the count. Corella on first base. Takes his lead, held on by Dashbach with no outs in the bottom of the third. Lefty Henry deals the 1-1. Soft grounder to the shortstop, Koss. Has it, flips to second, over to 1, on to first. They got him. Great stretch from Dashbach. Just like that, there's 2 away. Twin killing turned by the Whitey infield. There's 2 outs for the 9-man, Danny DeGiorgio. Great job from Koss on the transfer to Waddell. Waddell's throw pulled Dashbach off a little bit, but a great job to keep that back right foot planted on the bag. Get the second out of the inning. DeGiorgio from the right side. First pitch from Henry. Challenges him with a fastball, and he hits it foul back into the netting. 2 double plays turned by the Braves, now 1 by the Red Sox. Strands Corella. Phillips retired. And Danny DeGiorgio played appearance. 4. Lefty on righty matchup with 2 outs in the third. Wind up from Henry, and the 0-1 is driven out into deep center field. That sends Ashford back. Sporting the shades, makes the his face. We go to the 4th. Red Sox leading it, listening to Whitey Baseball on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network. Rocking and rolling at Bourne Park. Top of the fourth, 1-0 lead for Whitey over Bourne. Quintana, Zubia, and Waddell up to face. It's been an interesting start for the righty. Just pitched 3 innings. He's only given up 1 run. It was the first against him in the top of the first. Zach Ashford came around to score, but he's stranded runners at first and second for the last 2 innings. Been the benefit of some great defense as well from the infield from the Braves. Quintana digs in to begin the top of the 4th inning. Right-handed hitter from Arizona. First pitch from Pope. Breaking ball, called a strike. Wind still gusting right to left across the field. Very close to the water here in Bourne. About a 40-minute drive to the left down Route 6 from Yarmouth. 0-1. Another curveball, this outside. Really one of the farther trips the Red Sox have to make this entire season. Though, of course, we're going to Hartford tomorrow. 1-1 count on Quintana. No outs, no one on base in the 4th. Pope into the motions, fires a fastball. Cut on and miss from Quintana. A little bit behind it. Count is 1-2. Nick hitting his 3rd homer of the summer field a couple nights ago. Second time he's homered in Chatham. 1-2. Fastball inside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Average up to 247 for Nick. It was in the 100 levels for about the first month of the season. He's put in some great at-bats, though, as of late. 2-2. Curveball dunks in on the outer third for a strike. Just the first strikeout of the ball game for Austin Pope. He gets Quintana looking, and there's one away in the 4th inning.
Number 40 for Texas, Zach Zubia.
Strikeout, a team leading 35th right there, and Zubia digs in with 1 away in the top of the 4th. Whitey leading it 1-0. Longhorn batting from the right side. Initial offering, fastball connecting for a strike at the knees. Zubia playing in the Northwoods League last year. Had a ton of power, 22 homers. Set a Northwoods League record. Oh, ball and a strike. Also won the home run derby. We had our own home run hitting contest yesterday at White House Field. Carter Aldretti, the victor from Orleans. 1-1 breaking ball, misses inside. Just hit 1 more than Chatham's Spencer Torkelson. SU very well in the All-Star game. 1 away, 2-1 pitch. Zubia tries to check his swing. He can't. Breaking ball that bounced a good foot away from the plate. 2-2. Waddell on deck. He's singled. Zubia trying to reach base here. 2-2 count. The pitch. Fastball right down the middle. Zubia knew it. Strike 3. After not recording a strikeout through the first 3 innings, Pope has struck out the first 2 here in the 4th. Both looking. Quintana and Zubia go down. It'll be Luke Waddell up to salvage.
Number 3, Georgia Tech, Luke Waddell.
1-for-1 day for Luke. Batting from the left side. Shoulder. Here's the first pitch. Fastball catches the inside corner. Long road trip tomorrow to Hartford. Bus leaving at 7 a.m. from DY Regional High School. 0-1 to Waddell. A fastball bounces low. Ball and a strike. That should be a ton of fun going down to Dunkin' Donuts Park, home of the Hartford Yard Goats, AA team for the Colorado Rockies. New ballpark, relatively, and looks fantastic. It's going to be a great opportunity for the Red Sox and the Gatemen. 1-1 to Waddell. Misses away. 2 balls and a strike. Red Sox have gotten a base runner in every single inning. Make that 2. Both Quintana and Zubia, though, have struck out looking to begin the 4th. 2-1 on the way is slashed foul out of play. 2 balls and 2 strikes on Waddell. That'll be the final meeting between the Red Sox and the Gatemen. Though at a neutral site location, 2-2 breaking ball is fouled down the first base line on the ground. Count stays at 2-2 on Waddell. Kerner on deck, wearing half of his catching equipment, hoping he's needed here in the top of the 4th inning. Tommy Henry waiting in the wings. Face the top of the order for the Braves in the bottom half. 2-2 count, 2 outs, no one on base. The pitch, breaking ball that's grounded over to the first baseman. Brickhouse bobbles it, now has to flip to Pope covering, and that'll retire the side. Red Sox go down 1-2-3 for the first time. Great job from Pope just to cover on what looked like a play that Brickhouse would handle with ease. He backs up his teammate. And Tommy Henry coming back out for the bottom of the 4th. YD leading it 1-0. You're listening to Red Sox Baseball on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network. Home half of the 4th inning at Doran Park. Still just a 1-0 lead for the Red Sox over the Bourne Braves. Tommy Henry back out to toe the rubber. He's been sensational. One hit. There was an infield single from Jake Garella that began the 3rd inning. Just a little nubber down the first base line, which somehow stayed fair. He's got 3 strikeouts, and he's faced the minimum. Tyler Fitzgerald will bat for the 2nd time. First guy to see Henry for a second. Struck out swinging to begin the bottom of the 1st inning. Right-handed hitter leading off for the Braves here in the 4th, just like he did in the 1st. Lefty Henry deals off speed, called strike on the outer 3rd to Fitzgerald. Draft selection of the Red Sox, the Boston Red Sox, back in 2016. Decided to go play college ball at Louisville, though, where he hit .264 this past season. 0-1 fastball misses in the dirt, a ball and a strike. Dad Mike played in the Cardinals organization. Brother Mike plays with the Padres. Big baseball family. Fitzgerald playing for the Braves. Summer number 2 for Bourne. No outs, 1-1 from Henry. That's on the outer 3rd for a strike. Tommy doing a great job of working ahead of hitters for the most part. He's only let 2 reach base. The infield single and the hit by pitch. Ball and 2 strikes on Fitzgerald. Wind up from Henry. Deals. Hard grounder over to Dashbach. A funky bounce. He's got it. Flips over to Henry, covering just in time to get the out. That ball ate up Dashbach a bit, but he didn't panic. Fielded it. Got it over to Henry in time.
Now batting the 2nd baseman.
Now Andrew will walk over and hand off the shades. Sun kind of shining right in his direction. Still a ton of it here just across the 7 o'clock hour in Bourne, Mass. Bottom of the 4th inning, YD leading it by just a run, 1-0. Prado digs in for the 2nd time today, 0-for-1. Henry from the windup, the leg kick, offers, breaking ball, falls into the strike zone. Prado made decent contact back in the 1st, but flew out to Reese Albert out in right field. 1 away in the 4th inning, no one on base. The 0-1. Breaking ball misses in the dirt. Braves in the basement of the West Division. 15-18-1 with just 31 points. They're 2 behind Katuitt for that final playoff spot. 1-1 is hit hard on the ground. Sends Dashbach diving. Flips over to Henry, and they got him. Andrew Dashbach has been busy here in the bottom of the 4th, but 2 phenomenal plays Couple of 3-1s in the scorebook, and there's 2 away. Full extension from Dashbach. That one looked like it was destined for the hole to go out into right field. Andrew had other thoughts. Henry covering, and there's 2 away for Jared Triolo. Triolo popping out to end the first inning to Waddell. Batting for the second time against Henry. First pitch, he swings at it and lofts it out to center field. Rain Ashford, and he snags it to retire the side. 1, 2, 3, go the Braves. Still 12 up, 12 down. We go to the top of the 5th. Red Sox clinging to a 1-righty baseball on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network. Red Sox leading it 1-0 as we go to the top of the 5th over the Braves. Final regular season meeting. Take that series. Kerner to lead. Hitting the road tomorrow to Hartford. Then back at Red Wilson on Wednesday to face Orleans. That's a team that's fighting for the playoff spot. They have that last one right now in the East. 1-0 to Adam. Fastball misses low. 2 straight balls to begin the top of the 5th. As Pope is going into this frame. Hasn't done that a whole lot. 2 starts, only pitched 3 innings. Completed a full working against the bottom of the YD lineup. 2-0 fastball stays high, 3-0. That bottom of the East Division is getting real tight. Orleans 25 points, Brewster 23 points. We'll keep an eye on it because it's likely that'll be the Red Sox first round opponent. 3-0 is low. Ball 4, 4-pitch walk issued to Kerner. 4th free pass given up by Austin Pope, and it gives the Red Sox a base runner here in the top of the 5th inning. Brewster 10-23-3 with 23 points. Orleans 12-22-1 with 25. Just a handful of games. About a week left of baseball for the playoffs start up in the first week of August. There's a very good chance the way things are going, that's going to be decided right down the stretch as Harvey Shapiro is way over the third base line. Looks like he might be going to the bullpen here as Pope has walked Kerner on just 4 pitches. Ashford waiting on deck. Still dilly-dallying a bit on the mound. Home plate umpire Ronaldo Conkrum hasn't made any move out there yet. So for the moment, it's just a conversation with Austin Pope. They'll have to think this might be some delaying tactics from the longtime Braves manager. Now, finally, Conkrum will stroll out And Shapiro makes the motion just like that. Going to the pen here in the 5th inning. Get your new pitcher, all the stats you need to know on the other side. Ball game continues. You're listening to Red Sox Baseball on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network. Top of the 5th inning, continuing at Doran Park. Red Sox lead it 1-0, and they've got the leadoff base runner on. Adam Kerner walked by Austin Pope, and that will do it from the righty. Caleb Bolden on to pitch the conclusion of the frame. Right-handed hurler from Arkansas Fayetteville. 6'2", 190 on the bump. Going to be a sophomore with a 2.07 ERA through just 2 appearances for Bourne. This is a pitching staff of the Braves that was heavily featured last night at White House Field. Jared DeCesar pitched the 5th inning, had 2 strikeouts. Justin Lasco, though, ran into some trouble. 3 hits, runs. One of those RBIs coming off of Christian Koss. And then Jacob Wallace, the closer for Bourne, came in to collect the save for the West Division. We'll see if he's needed in the later stages of this ball game. But it's Bolden now to throw. Last time out against the Gatemen went 2 innings on July 20th, just 3 days ago. Walked 2 batters and also struck out 3. Kerner off of first base. Walked from Pope. 4 of the free passes there from Pope. Only 2 strikeouts, just going total of 4 innings. Lefty Ashford waiting. First pitch from Bolden. Misses upstairs at the letters. Zach, a good 2-for-2 day. Couple of singles. First one slashed it through the left side of the infield, found the hole. And the 3rd inning was just an infield single. He beat it out, beat the throw from Prado. Bolden sets the 1-0 low. 2 straight balls to begin the at-bat to Ashford. 2.07 ERA. Texas native, standing at 6'2". Ready, the long look in, working with the catcher, Thad Phillips. He comes set, holding the ball in his right hand. The leg kick fires. Fastball misses inside. 7 straight balls combined from the Braves' arms to begin this 5th inning. Kerner walked on 4 pitches. He takes a slight lead off of first, held on by Brickhouse. And a 3-0 count on Ashford. Awaiting the pitch, here it comes. Fastball right down Main Street. Looked like Zach was sitting dead red there, and the count moves to 3-1. Koss on deck, Dashbach in the hole. Red Sox leading by a run. Hoping to give Tommy Henry a little more support here in the 5th. 3-1. Bounding grounder, but foul down the first base line.
Tonight's foul balls are sponsored.
Caleb Bolden has worked this count back full. Pitching in just his 3rd game in a Braves uniform. We start to see that at this time of year. A lot of fresh arms coming down to the Cape. You'd have to think a few guys making their Red Sox debut in the next couple of weeks. Some have to go home for innings limits. 3-2 pitch. Misses low. Kerner was off with it. He'll take second the easy way, though. Ashford to first, back-to-back walks given up by the Braves, and there's 2 aboard for Koss. Pope goes 4 innings, 4 hits, the 1 earned run. 4 walks really plagued him.
The shortstop, number 4 from California.
Now it's up to Caleb Bolden. The responsibility of Ashford. Kerner belongs to Pope. And there's no outs in the 5th. Alce digs in from the right side. Batting second today for Scott Pickler. 270 hitter with 1 homer and 12 runs batted in. First and second with no outs in the 5th. Bolden sets. Now steps off. Looks back. Kerner, who scampers. Fitzgerald, the shortstop, defensively playing relatively close to that middle bag. So the first baseman, Brickhouse, is up on the lip of the grass. Third baseman, Triolo, the same on the left side. First pitch to Koss. Fastball misses well outside and gets away from Phillips all the way to the backstop. Each runner will advance a costly mistake from Bolden. Just slipped out of his hand. Now 2 runners in scoring position for Christian Koss to work with. See how the infield plays now. Triolo still up. Report on. He doesn't mind throwing in the suicide squeeze every once in a while. Count 1-0 on Koss. The pitch, he swings at it and skies it foul up out of. Ball and a strike on Christian. First inning, grounded out into a fielder's choice. Returners all around, great guy. Great defense, too. 1-1. Foul tipped. In and out of the glove of Phillips. Kerner started dashing for home. He wasn't sure if Koss got a piece of it. He did indeed, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. This Red Sox team has really come together over the last few weeks. Players playing on different clubs, joining forces for just a summer. First place, kicking ball. Knocking out of him. Keeps Kerner at second. All these guys. Active goal of not only, but also statistically craft. No outs, runners on second and third. The 2-2 is roped out into left field. Langer makes the Kerner. He'll cover to right of that line. Had a good hack at it, but just goes as a foul ball. And the count now 0-2 on Beasley. Just 8 games remaining in the regular season for the Red Sox after today. 6-point lead for first place over the Anglers. Trying to collect numbers 45 and 46 today. Dashbach, a hefty lead off of second. The 0-2 to Beasley. Breaking ball, and he lofts it out into center field. It falls in for a base hit. Dashbach is held at third. He took a wide third. He wanted to go, but put up the arm. Another single for Beasley. They get 2 on the ball game. It'll be runners at the corners with 1 away for Reese Albert. He didn't get all of that, but just enough to fist it over the head of Prado and in front of the center fielder Barzell.
The right fielder, number 11.
2 aboard for Albert. 0 for 2, and both times he's grounded out to Brickhouse, 3 unassisted. And here comes Harvey Shapiro. Second time in about 10 minutes. We'll see if he makes a quicker signal to the bullpen. Took about good 60 seconds while he was on the mound to make the call for Bolden, who's had a trouble of it here in the 5th after Polk could only go 4 innings. Looks like Bolden might only record the lone out here in the 5th inning. Braves go to the bullpen for the second time here in the 5th. More to come on the other side of the break. 3-0 lead for the Red Sox. Top of the 5th inning continues at Doran Park. 3-0 lead for the Red Sox over the Braves. And the third pitcher of the 5th inning coming on to work, Harrison Rutkowski, the lefty. First one of the ball game for the Braves coming in. 6'3", 230 from Rutgers. He's started 4 ball games. Those have been all 4 of his appearances, and ERA inflated at 7.53. And an 0-2 record. 14 on the 3rd innings, 12 strikeouts, and 7 walks. And the first batter he'll face will be Quinn Cotton, a pinch hitter for the Red Sox. Scott Pickler playing the mind games and going with the righty against the lefty hurler. Runners at the corners. Andrew Dashbach at third and Brad Beasley at first. The Red Sox have already played at 2 here in the 5th inning. Cotton looking for more here, batting from the right side. Lefty Rutkowski sets from the stretch, deals a curveball, misses away. Hasn't pitched against the Red Sox this summer. Those 4 starts, picked up 2 losses and 2 no decisions. First and third, 1 away. Next pitch to Cotton on the inside corner for a strike. 1-1 count on Quinn. Last time out against the Anglers, had the famous golden sombrero, struck out 4 times. 4 of the 19 Ks that was collected by the Chatham pitching staff. Toss over to first. Beasley back in standing. That a very uncharacteristic day for the Red Sox. They still strike out the fewest as a ball club on the Cape. But tying a season high 19 by a staff. Chatham, they were on fire at veterans. 1-1 Beasley going. Cotton goes around. Taking second base with ease is Beasley. So make it 2 runners in scoring position. A 1-2 count on Cotton. Now a golden opportunity for a couple more runs. He's been slumping. 0 for 1 yesterday in the All-Star game. Walked and came around to score the first run of the ball game for the East Division. They ended up falling 4-3. Second and third with 1 out. 1-2 pitch to Cotton. A fastball bounces off of home plate right into the glove of Phillips. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Cotton batting .298. Average just dropped down below 300. Still leading the club, though, with 36 hits. Just a single machine, especially for the first month of this season. Rutkowski sets the 2-2. Cut on and miss. Strike 3. Cotton can't get around on the breaking ball, and it'll be up to Nick Quintana to bring in the other runs here in the 5th. Now 2 out. Still second and third. They go for 2 today. Popped up to the second baseman Prado to lead off the second inning and led off the 4th inning with a backwards K. Harrison Rutkowski, the lefty, third hurler for the Braves in the 5th, deals the first pitch, gets high and away. Phillips all the way out of the crouch to keep it from sailing back to the netting. Dashbach regains the lead off of third. Beasley, good lead off of second. Infield at normal depth. 1-0 to Quintana. Breaking ball, waved at and missed. Out in front of that one. And he lunged for it as well. 1-1 count on Quintana. 19 runs batted in. Could collect a couple more right here with a single. 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball in the dirt. 2 balls and a strike. Once again, Phillips just busy here in the 5th. To deal with a lot of errant breaking balls, especially from Bolden. He was all over the place. Just recorded 1 out after Pope couldn't record a single one. Just walked the leadoff man, Kerner. 2-1 to Quintana. Upstairs and away, 3 balls and a strike. Kerner walked, came around to score. Ashford walked and did the same, touched home on that sac fly from Christian Koss. Dashbach, RBI single now at third, and Beasley singled as well. He's at second. 2 away in the top of the 5th. 3-1 pitch to Quintana. Cut on and miss. Big pitch upcoming from Harrison Rutkowski. Rutgers product, going to be a sophomore. Hasn't had a ton of success for the Braves so far. ERA in between 7 and 8. Trying to get out of a jam and reduce the damage. Runners on second and third. The pitch inside and low, ball 4. Third free pass issued here in the 5th inning and won by every pitcher. One from Pope, Bolden, and Rutkowski. That'll make them loaded for Zach Zubia. Boy, wouldn't this be a nice time for him to just get a hold of one. Just the 1 homer so far this summer for Zach. 6'4", 240. A homer and 5 runs batted in. Dashbach on third. Beasley at second. Now Quintana at first. The initial offering / foul. So he'll be a little bit out in front of that one. Walking in the second. Put up a great at-bat. That against Pope. Struck out looking as well. Pope could only get another strikeout. Both looking, both coming to begin the 4th inning. 0-1 pitch. Fastball in the dirt. Once again, Phillips blocks. Wind picking up in Bourne. 3-0 lead for the Red Sox. 2 outs in the top of the 5th. They've already plated 2 here in this frame. After scoring the lone run back in the 1st inning, bases are juiced. 1-1 to Zubia. Gets away from Phillips. Goes all the way back to the brick. Dashbach touches home. Quintana to second. Over to third goes Beasley. And it's 4-0 YD on the wild pitch. Another run scored for Andrew Dashbach. Now 2 runners in scoring position. Zubia with a 2-1 count, a hitter's count here. Still 2 outs. Two balls and a strike. Pitch to Zubia. He swings that all the way through the left side. Scoring is Beasley. Quintana around third. He comes in to score. A 2-run RBI single from Zach Zubia. Breaks it open. Sox. Great contact from Zubia. Powering it through the left side. Ball right down the middle. Made no mistake. Red Sox have broken it open. Now 5 runs in the 5th. Beasley scores. And Luke plates. Pitch. Check his swing. Just that. Kerner standing on deck. Chance he'd bat for the second time this inning. Started off the top of the 5th. To go with a walk. Sets, deals about the middle, goes off of second base, fielded by Fitzgerald. He'll touch the bag to retire the side, but not before the Red Sox put up a 5 spot to take into the bottom of the 5th. Wide for the Braves. You're listening to Red Sox Baseball on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network.
Four, 5, and 6 due up in the Bourne lineup of the 5th inning. Now 6 lead over Bourne Braves. Spent the Western All-Star Game MVP. Steps to the plate for the second time today. Struck out swinging back in the second against Tommy Henry. It's the left-hander for Michigan out for his 5th inning of work, as he'll wind and fire home the first pitch of this 5th inning, swung on by Brickhouse, and the count 0-1. Tommy Henry is season high in innings this season, 4 2/3, looking to top that today, as the 0-1 swing and a miss from Brickhouse, quickly 0-2. The count on Spencer Brickhouse had a solo home run and an RBI double yesterday in the All-Star Game at White House Field. So here's the wind, the 0-2. Swung on and roped out into right center. Actually, that'll drift over towards center field. And right there is Zach Ashford. He'll settle under it, make the catch for that'll bring up David Langer. At 4 2/3 innings. That was in a 6-3 loss at home versus the Falmouth Commodores. 4 runs, just 1 earned. Strikeouts, just 1 walk. Through 4 1/3 here today. The Braves off the scoreboard. Henry takes a deep breath. Winds, first pitch on the way. Swing and a miss to Langer. For the Braves, swung right through that one. Just a 200 clip entering play today. Just 15. One of the more recent additions to this Bourne roster, along with Danny DeGiorgio. Here's the wind and the 0-1. That misses outside. Even put the count at a ball and 6-0 Red Sox lead. Over the Bourne Park, 1-1, swing and a miss. Quickly, 1-2 the count on sophomore out of Yukon. Henry looking to get a quick second out here in the 5th inning as he'll wind 1-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch dips low and outside 2-2 the count. See, Whitey got on the board back in the 1st inning. Tacked on a run, Brad Beasley, RBI single, and then a 5 spot in the 5th inning. They are now out ahead 6-0 over the Braves. 2-2 pitch. Fastball misses outside. Full count now on Langer, 3-2. Henry got ahead of him on a couple straight balls. Defense playing straight up behind Henry. Wind blowing from right across to left. Sun setting here at Bourne Park as we're just past the 7:30 hour. Here's the wind, payoff pitch. Fastball just misses off the plate away. Ball 4. And Langer with 1 out will reach over on walk of the day for Tommy Henry. It's the 2nd time today Langer has reached him on free passes. Hit by pitch back in the 2nd inning. Was caught stealing. Right here, just walked. So to bring up Ashton Barzell, the center fielder. He's 0 for 1 with a strikeout. 1 of 3 for Tommy Henry today. Lefty winds, fires home the first pitch. That misses low for ball 1. Series 2-1 in favor of the Red Sox. A loss coming here at Bourne Park, and Whitey taking both contests at Red Wilson Field. Henry looks right over at first base and Langer. Winds 1-0. That catches the outside corner. 1-1 the count. One of those wins coming all the way back on opening day. A thrilling 10-9 victory to kick off this 2018 summer. Then just last week, Whitey defeating Bourne 8-2. Bourne taking the only game here at Bourne Park. 1-1. Off-speed pitch catches the outside corner. 1-2 the count on Barzell. Jake Gorilla stands on deck, the right fielder. Henry stares in at Kerner, giving the signs behind the plate. Gets what he wants, comes set right at the belt. Kicks 1-2 pitch, line down the right field side. It's slicing, and that will land fair inside the line and go down into the corner. Rounding the bag at second is Langer. He will chug into third. Stopping at second base is Ashton Barzell. A 1-out double here in the 5th inning. And Bourne threatening here against Tommy Henry. 2 straight base runners have reached, and now 2 in scoring position for Jake Gorella.
The right fielder, number 7.
Reached on an infield single the 3rd inning. Appearing in just his 2nd game this summer with the Braves. That was to lead off the 3rd inning, but was erased on a double play ball by the man standing on deck, Thaddeus Phillips. 1 out, bottom of the 5th inning. Runners on at 2nd and 3rd against Tommy Henry. And Jake Gorella looking to fight into this lead. Whitey up 6-0. Line first pitch, line towards third base, snagged by Quintana, looks the runners back, throws it over to first in time for out number 2. A big out number 2 from Tommy Henry. Gets a ground ball right to his third baseman, Nick Quintana. As he looks back, both the base runners, so they go nowhere. And fires a strike over to first base for out number 2. So now Thaddeus Phillips is 0 for 1 today. We'll to the some 2-out RBIs. Third base, Barzell at 2nd. Henry winds the 2-out, 2 shits, line into the left field. That gets down for home to score is Langer. Getting the wave on is Cotton, not in time. Advancing all the way to 2nd on the throw is Thaddeus Phillips. A 2 out, 2 RBI single here in the 5th inning, and the Braves are on the board. It's 6-2 Red Sox. All over that first pitch from Tommy Henry, got a pitch middle in and lined it right over Nick Quintana at third base, dunked it into left field.
Number 23 for Rutgers, Danny DeGiorgio.
So now Danny DeGiorgio will step up, making his Bourne Braves debut as 0 for 1. He'll try and keep this 2-out inning as the first pitch from Henry catches the knees right down the middle for a strike. DeGiorgio, freshman out of Rutgers, coming off a season, 50 games, hit .277, a home run, 25 RBIs. The 0-1 misses outside from Henry, evens up the count at 1-1. So he'll be the 6th batter to come to the plate here in the 5th inning. Now 2 runs across for Bourne. They've cut into this Whitey lead. It is 6-2. Henry looking to get the 3rd out here in the 5th. He'll wind 1-1 pitch, swung on and lined to right field. Right at Reese Albert, though. He's there. He'll make the catch for out number 3 here in the 5th inning, and Tommy Henry gets out of trouble here in the 5th. Not before 2 runs come across for the Braves. Thaddeus Phillips, a 2-out, 2 RBI single to get the Braves on the board. They now trail Whitey 6-6. You're listening to Whitey Baseball on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network. Nine, 1, and 2 due up in the lineup for the Red Sox as they come to bat, top of the 6th inning. Adam Kerner, the catcher, set to lead it off. He led off last inning, part of that 5-run frame. He walked to lead off that 5th inning. Came around to score on a sacrifice fly by Christian Koss. So Kerner, the right-hander from San Diego, steps in against Harry Rutkowski. Put out the fire. Back 5th, watches ball 1 outside. 3 different pitchers threw for Bourne in that 5th inning to get the 3 outs. Here's the wind, the 1-0. That one's popped up sky high on the infield. Over in the hole at shortstop is Tyler Fitzgerald, the shortstop. He settles under it, makes the catch for out number 1. Kerner is retired via the infield pop-up. That'll flip the lineup back over. Now Zach Ashford will come to the plate. He's reached all 3 times today, scored 2 runs. It's 2 for 2, a pair of singles and a walk. Ashford steps in from the left side. Slightly open stance. The wind, the first pitch from Murkowski, swung on, rocketed out deep left center field. Back is Barzell, running grab right in front of the fence. He's there, and he'll make the catch for out number 2. Ashford gave that one a ride, jumping over a first pitch off-speed offering from Rutkowski, but comes up empty on a nice defensive play from Barzell. So a quick 2 up, 2 down in the 6th inning. Now Christian Koss will step to the plate for the 4th time. Walk, a fielder's choice, and a sac fly for Christian. 0 for 1 today. It's the first pitch from Rutkowski, misses low. Gossa, that sacrifice fly in the 5th inning. Got the scoring started. 1 of 5 runs coming in the 5th for YD. 1-0 pitch. Off-speed pitch catches the outside corner. And that evens up the count at 1. Rogowski, after entering at 19 pitches, 9 strikes, 10 balls. Here's the wind, the 1-1. That misses off the plate away. 2-1 the count on Christian Koss. Rogowski came in, got the final 2 outs of that 5th inning. It's the 2-1 swung on chop to the right side of the infield. Over is Prado near the second base bag. Fields throws on the run in time to get Christian Koss heading down the line for out number 3. A quick, efficient 1-2-3 frame for Harry Rogowski out of the bullpen for the Bourne Braves as he sets down the Red Sox in order. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. 6-2. Red Sox lead here at Dorn Park. Top of the order 2 up for the Braves as they come to bat trailing by 4 runs in the bottom half of the 6th inning. And Tommy Henry still out on the mound for YD as he starts the 6th inning. First time this year. He's already thrown 5 complete innings for Scott Pickler. 2 runs on 3 hits. Both those runs coming in the bottom half of the 5th inning. So he'll face Tyler Fitzgerald, the shortstop, to lead it off. Wine fires home the first pitch. Fastball right down the middle for strike 1. Okay, a strikeout and a ground out to Dashbach over at first base. The tall lefty from Michigan winds, and here's the 0-1. That misses low. Evens up the count at a ball and a strike. Whitey entering today, best record on the Cape. Points. 20-4, 44 points. It's the 1-1 swing and a miss from Fitzgerald. And the count 1-2. That's 2 points ahead of the Hyannis Harbor Hawks, leading the Western Division with 42 points. Braves sitting at last place in that Western Division, just 31 points. Here's the 1-2 from Henry. Off-speed pitch misses down and away. 2-2 the count. Mighty 6 points clear of the Chatham Anglers, who are sitting at now 2nd place in the Eastern Division with a 18-15-2 record. Henry takes a deep breath, winds. Here's the 2-2. Dribble to the right side of the infield. Over his Dashbach, fields at eye level. Shovels on over to Henry, covering the bag at first for out number 1. Second straight at bat. That Fitzgerald is grounded to Andrew Dashbach at first base and had Henry go cover the bag. That's out number 1. Anthony Prado, the second baseman, will now step to the plate with 1 out here in the 6th inning. He's 0 for 2 today as well, a fly out and a ground out. The righty will dig in. Facing Henry now through 5 in the 3rd. Lefty winds, and here's the first pitch to Prado. That misses inside for a ball. 1-0 the count on Anthony Prado, sophomore out of UConn. Few UConn Huskies on this roster. 316, 59 games this spring, pardon. It's the 1-0 swung on, foul number 2. So Prado gets under a pitch right there from Tommy Henry, pops up into foul territory.
Third baseman.
And now Jared 0 for 2 will step up. We're talking about Dana Gray on the pre-show. Along this Bourne offense coming from the top 4 guys. Jared Triolo, the guy on deck. But and watch the first pitch on the side corner for Sean. Came into today, 277 clip, was 0 for 2 in the All-Star game yesterday, playing for the very deep breath. Here's the 0-1, swing and a miss. Gets him to cut right through an off-speed pitch. And Henry working ahead. It's 0-2. Henry a strike away from getting through 6 innings of 2-run ball. Lefty kicks. Here's the 0-2. Off-speed pitch, bounce in the dirt, blocked by Kerner. 1-2 now the count on Jared Triolo out of Houston. Hit .344 for the Cougars this past spring in 63 contests. Henry looks in at Kerner. He gets the sign. He winds. Here's the 1-2. Fastball misses off the plate. 2-2 the count. Count evens up. Pretty decent crowd here at Bourne Park. 4th of 4 meetings between these two squads. Whitey leading the series 2-1. Here's the 2-2. Off-speed pitch misses down. And Triolo. Right to left here in the bottom of the 6th inning as we scour on the East Coast, 7:49 local time. Henry winds, 3-2 pitch, grounded up the middle, make it into center field for a base hit. Reach first base, a 2-out single right back up the middle. That'll bring up Spencer Brickhouse with 2 outs and a chance to keep this inning going. Bourne trailing by 4, 6-2. Working here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Tommy Henry has been excellent so far, as he's still just an out away, getting through 6 for the first time this summer. Looks over at the runner Triolo off of first, winds first pitch to Brickhouse, swinging, pops it up, and drifts foul out of play down the first base side. And the count 0-1 on Brickhouse. The Western Division All-Star Game MVP, 2 for 2. A home run, a double, 2 RBIs. So he got the start at first base. Henry looks over at first. He winds. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a miss from Brickhouse. And Henry for the 2nd straight batter. Quickly ahead 0-2. He worked Triolo ahead 0-2, but Triolo able to work his way on base with a base hit. Henry trying to put Brickhouse away. Here's the kick and a throw on over to first. Just a lob over to Dashbach. No tag applied for Triolo as he gets back to the bag. .75 pitches for Tommy Henry. Working here in the 6th. 0-2 pitch. Dribbled up the first base side. That will scoot foul by the first base coach for the Braves. And the count stays at 0-2 on Brickhouse. Just a defensive swing on a off-speed pitch down and near the dirt. Right at about his shin level. Henry digs in right back on the rubber first base side. Gets the sign he wants from Kerner. Comes set. Here's the wind, the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a foul straight back our way. Thanks for the netting. Right in front of our table on the home plate side, first base line. Hit that net about, maybe 2 feet away from where we're situated. Henry again, set for the 0-2. He winds, here it is. Fastball misses down and away. 1-2 the count on Brickhouse. League leader in RBIs. Of course, 2 of the top guys in RBIs. Triolo with 23, 2nd on this Braves team. Over at first base, and Brickhouse, the guy at the plate, leads the whole league with 24. Here's the 0-2, 1-2 again. Swing and a foul off to the third base side, and that hits the netting again. Defense playing straight up. The infield is behind Tommy Henry. Zach Ashford shaded over towards left center field. As Tommy Henry looks to get through 6 innings and work around the 2-out base hit. So he gets the sign he wants, the wind, the 1-2, swing and a miss. Strike 3 for the second time today. Tommy Henry strikes out Spencer Brickhouse. That's strikeout number 4 for Tommy Henry in 6 innings here at Dorn Park as he heads to the dugout up 6-2 and leaves Triolo stranded over at first base. We head to the top of the 7th inning here at Bourne. 6-2 Red Sox lead over the Bourne Braves. You're listening to YD Baseball on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network. Heart of the order due up for the Red Sox, starting with Andrew Dashbach as we start this top of the 7th inning here at Dorn Park. 6-2 lead for the visiting Red Sox as they look for win number 21 on the season. As Bourne trying to avoid loss number 19. Their record sitting 15-18-1 entering today. Harry Rutkowski still out on the mound for the Braves. First pitch, off-speed pitch. Bounces in the dirt, blocked by Phillips. For ball 1 as he'll now go out to talk with Rutkowski. Go over the signs, make sure they're not crossed up. Phillips has been hard at work behind the balls from all 3 pitchers. Austin Pope started this game, just went 4+. 4 hits, 1 run it was earned, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. And then Caleb Bolden also came out of the bullpen. He only lasted a third of an inning. Allowed 2 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned. Walked 1, didn't strike out any. Now Harry Rutkowski, third guy out. Dashbach swing and a line right up the middle, knocked down by Rutkowski, throws on over to first in time for out number 1. As Dashbach hit a screamer right at Rutkowski, he knocked it down on 1 hop. Picked it up off the dirt and threw it on over to Brickhouse at first base to retire Dashbach. It's 1 for 4 today. 1 for 3, pardon. Here's Brad Beasley. He's 2 for 3 today. And RBI, a run scored, and a pair of singles for him. Rutkowski winds, first pitch. That misses off the plate. For ball 1, 1-0 the count. Rutkowski working here in the top of the 7th inning. He winds 1-0, swing and a line drive out to deep center field. Back on his horse is Bardzell, and he'll make the catch running back towards the fence for out number 2. Beasley hit it hard, but is retired on the F8. That will now bring up Quinn Cotton with 2 outs. It's a deep center field out here at Dorn Park. 330 down the left field line, 395 to center, and 360 to straightaway right field. Very deep dimensions. Rutkowski, 2 quick outs here in the 7th. First pitch to Quinn Cotton. A curveball catches the outside corner. Cotton out of Grand Canyon Western Athletic Conference Player of the Year. Watches the 0-1. Miss high and outside. 1-1 the count. Hit 390 this past season at Grand Canyon. Out of the windup, the 1-1 to Cotton. That catches the outside corner. Nice fastball painted right on that outside edge by Harrison Rudkowski. And he's quickly a strike away from getting out of this 7th inning and set down the Red Sox in order. He winds the 1-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Cotton strikes out, swinging for the 2nd time today in 2 at-bats as Rudkowski retires the Red Sox in order here in the 7th. We are stretching here at Dorn Park. Red Sox lead 6-2. You're listening to Whitey Baseball on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network. Bottom half here at Dorn Park, 6-2 lead for the Red Sox. New pitcher replacing Tommy Henry, who is spectacular tonight. Season high in innings out here on the Cape. 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs. They were earned, 1 walk and 4 strikeouts. He is replaced by Braden Fink, a 1-1 record with a 2.50 ERA and 9 games this summer. The hard-throwing lefty out of the bullpen. This broadcast is joined by Jacob Jordan, scouting liaison for the Whitey Red Sox, as Fink winds. Fires home the first pitch to David Langer. That'll catch the outside corner for strike 1. Jacob, welcome on.
Thanks for having me, TJ.
Whitey up 6-2 here in the 6th inning. This Dorn Park, 2nd time we've been here, Jay, because Fink sets, winds, 0-1 pitch. Fastball misses just outside. 1-1 the count. What? So 2nd time we've been to Dorn Park. Where does this park rank amongst your Cape League parks?
I'm going to say number 4 or number 5. I've changed my ranking since last time, by the way.
So we're thinking, I saw some rankings of parks yesterday as Fink sets right at the belt, 1-1 pitch, swing and a blooper. That bleeds foul right in front of the Whitey dugout, 1-2 the count. What would be your ranking of Cape League ballparks that you've seen this summer?
I'm going to go Orleans, number 1.
Okay.
Chatham, number 2.
Okay.
The home field, Red Wilson, number 3.
Okay.
And because of the All-Star game last night, and even though it was rainy, it wasn't the best day, White House Field really showed out. That's my number 4. And we'll stop it. We'll stop at 5. I'll go Bourne.
Okay.
Bourne would be 5. The rest, down there, it really doesn't matter at that point.
It took us quite a while to get to this ballpark. I think it was like 31 games to get here. as Fink winds the 1-2. Fastball misses low, evens up the count at 2-2 on Langer. And we get rained out all these times. It just seems like the baseball gods didn't really want Whitey to play here for at least the first half of the season. Finally able to get here, as this being game number 2-2. Actually, this game being the makeup of the game that was rained out way early this season. Wind 2-2 from Fink. Swing and a chop foul down the third base side. Count stays even.
Yeah, even the first time the last time was the first time we came here. Rain was in the forecast then. We thought even we still wouldn't make it, but we got lucky. The weather broke, and we ended up getting to come out here, and this game's going a lot better than that one, by the way.
And it's a beautiful day out, too. Not many clouds in sight. Temperature sitting in the high to mid-70s. Low humidity. 2-2 pitch. Swing and a fly ball out into right field. Beasley there. He'll camp under, make the catch for an easy out number 1. Here in the bottom of the 7th. That'll bring up Ashton Barzell. Okay, maybe a little more humid than a little humidity. It's me trying to adjust to northeast weather. You, of course, humidity, no problem to you going to LSU, living in Georgia. Talk about humidity. That's the place to go.
That is real humidity. That is real heat. I don't care what anyone says. That is something serious. You'll sweat at 6:30 in the morning down there.
Kind of like back home for me in Phoenix, or partially home. First pitch to Barzell, off-speed pitch, misses away. So we got to compare like the two climates. So me, an Arizona State Sun Devil, spend 8 months out of the year in Arizona where, for a lot of the time it's in the 90s and the hundreds. And, you get used to it. It's a dry heat, but nothing quite like some good old humidity. Fink winds, 1-0 pitch, catches the outside corner, 1-1 the count. Now, have you been to Arizona before?
I have. I've seen the Grand Canyon.
So you know how warm it gets, but there's stark difference. Very, very stark difference. Belt level. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a foul straight back off of Adam Kerner and Ronaldo Cochran behind the plate, and it's 1-2. So I know you got to work the All-Star game yesterday, there for the whole thing. What was it like?
It was a great experience aside from standing in the rain for 5 hours. Besides that, it was great. Met a lot of people. Saw some great baseball.
It was very wet. Can confirm. Fink winds the 1-2 pitch. Curveball swung and just spoiled foul outside the first base side. We had an hour and a half rain delay there at White House Field as it was just coming down right at 6 o'clock. It started during the home run derby and just kept going for quite a while. You'd think about some safety concerns with these players, but they ended up getting the game in. 1-2 pitch, swing, and another foul out of play down the first base side.
And I don't want to expose any skeletons in the closet or anything, but sources tell me that T.J. Mathewson left after the home run derby and did not see the All-Star game.
See, sources can indeed confirm. But I did get to see the home run derby. I got to see 2 other Sun Devils compete as Fink winds the 1-2. That misses inside. 2-2 the count. I got to see Carter Aldrete beat Spencer Torkelson, a guy I never thought I'd see, beat. I didn't think anyone could beat Torkelson in any home run hitting contest. But I was wrong. Aldrete just 3 home runs this past spring and beat out Torkelson, who had 25 and led the nation. Incredible. 2-2 pitch from Fink. Fastball misses outside.
In your defense, though, when you did leave, that was the hardest point all day. I mean, it was pouring.
And for a game that's really, I know it's a show for all the scouts, but it's just an exhibition. It doesn't count as the wind in the 3-2 from Fink, low and inside with an off-speed pitch, ball 4. Barzell will reach over at first with a walk number 1, and the first base runner allowed from Braden Fink here in the 7th. That will bring up Jake Gorilla, the right fielder. And
from St. Louis.
It's safety concerns. I'm sure most of the managers were worried about their players playing on wet conditions, especially the managers back at school who don't want their players risking injury just playing summer ball on a field where the conditions weren't ideal. Pitch curveball from Fink misses low for ball 1.
Honestly, I was surprised they even played the game, but credit to their field crew. They did a great job getting the field ready in an hour, and luckily no one got hurt, so it was a success, I would say.
Fink gets the sign from Kerner, 1-0. This is low again in the dirt, 2-0. Now, I believe they would have canceled the game then, and they would have moved it to today. Now, it would have been a great night to have the All-Star game tonight. I mean, that's this about as nice as weather as you could ask for to sit out and enjoy a collection of the top talent in all of America. Fink peeks over at first base, and Barzell fires home the 2-0. That one's roped down into right field, and that's foul. And the count now 2-1.
I agree with you. It's a great night for baseball and would be a great night for the All-Star game, but the chaos that would have ensued if it would have been canceled, we would have had double headers this week, travel. It would have been a nightmare.
Not just double headers, it would have been playing two different teams, probably on one day. And that's if you're trying to finish second when the season is supposed to end and not having games after that. Here's the 2-1 from Fink. Swing and a pop foul right into the netting down the first base side. Evens up the count at 2-2. Now, chaos, that's a great word for that. We've already had plenty of rain this summer, makeup games. Like I said, this one included. As what should have been an off day after, as Fink throws on over to first base, diving back in time is Barzell. As you know, today's scheduled an off day for most of the league, but 6 teams in action, all playing makeup. Fink comes set at the bout, winds, throws on over to first base. No tag applied from Dashbach. Barzell back in time. Gorilla playing in just his second game with the Braves this summer. Steps in against Fink. Count even at 2-2. Quintana shading over towards the line at third base. Hole at shortstop opened up. Here's the 2-2. Off-speed pitch, misses just a hair outside. 3-2. See the look on frustration from Fink's face right there. He wanted that one. Full count to Jake Gorella here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 6-2 Red Sox lead. Fink winds the payoff pitch outside. Ball 4. 2 straight walks for Braden Fink. He's worked himself into some trouble here in the 7th inning. That'll bring up Thaddeus Phillips, the catcher. Now works with 2 on. Kerner out to the mound, and so is Christian Costa. Have a quick word with
catcher, number 25,
Braden Fink as they look to settle him down.
Phillips.
Got the first down very quickly. So, Jake, as the summer comes winding down, this being game number already 36 for YD, what's kind of, as Christian wanders out of the dugout to have a conversation with Braden Fink, what's kind of the biggest thing you've been able to take away from this?
Really just meeting people and networking. I've met a lot of scouts, a couple of front office executives. That's been the greatest part for me.
So as soon as I met you for the first time, you were wondering if you got to ever meet Theo Epstein and asked him where the bathroom is. You'd just be kind of shell-shocked. Did you ever get to meet Theo? No.
Did not see yet. Like you said, we're not done yet, but I have not met him yet. And if I do, I don't know what I'll say.
I feel like it would be a great opportunity. It would have been, he would have probably been at the All-Star game now. Maybe. You never know. So here's Phillips. Watches a first pitch, off-speed pitch, miss out of the strike zone for ball 1 from Braden Fink. Really struggling with his command here in the 7th inning. I'd say we had Dusty Baker at the ballpark a couple nights ago. That was something notable. Now 20 pitches for Fink, 10 balls, 10 strikes. Looks back at the runner over at second base, Barzell. Here's the 1-0. That catches the outside corner. 1-1. Now Dusty not there in a scouting or front office. He is a special assistant to the GM, I believe, in San Francisco. But they're just watching his son Darren play for the Whitecaps. Darren, a freshman infielder at California. The 1-1 misses outside. 2-1 the count. It's a ball series. Got picked up by JT Snow as he came home to score in one of the games in that 2002 World Series. It's game 5 of that World Series. The 2-1 misses. 3-1 the count on Thaddeus Phillips. As Braden Fink takes his hat off behind the rubber, looks out towards center field, takes a deep breath, trying to recollect himself. He's really lost the strike zone here in the 7th inning. A guy usually pretty around the strike zone Just 9 walks in 18 innings. There's walk 2 here in the 7th. Stares in at Kerner, gets his sign. Takes a deep breath on the rubber, looks at the runners, turns, throws back to second. Daylight shown by Luke Waddell at second base. But diving back in time is Bartzell.
We've seen him a couple times this season, especially with a pickoff move to first. He's dangerous with it, and it's effective.
There's been a couple guys on this roster have been really good at throwing to bags and picking guys off. Fink looks back at the runners again as he's back on the rubber. He's set, 3-1 pitch, swing and a miss by Phillips. An off-speed pitch in on the hands. Phillips swings right over the top of it. And for the third straight batter, the count is full.
Big moment for Fink right here. If he can come and get this strikeout, that's what you look for in a guy. I mean, he got himself in the jam, but being able to recollect yourself and then fix it, that's huge.
6-2 Red Sox lead, bottom of the 7th inning. Here at Bourne Park. 2 on, 1 out for Thaddeus Phillips facing Braden Fink. The lefty peeks back at second, winds, 3-2, swing and a miss, strike 3. Big strikeout for Braden Fink as he just rears back and blows the fastball right by Phillips, and there's 2 down.
That is really going to help his confidence coming into this next batter. Don't be surprised if things turn around for him.
I mean, for Fink, that's probably one of the better fastballs he had this year. One of the best fastballs on this Whitey roster. As mentioned, low 90s from the left side. 94. Here's Danny DiGiorgio, the DH today. He watches ball 1 from Fink, missed below the knees. DiGiorgio 0 for 2 in his debut here with the Braves this 2018 summer. Fink now works with 2 on and 2 out. Lefty winds the 1-0. That misses outside. 2-0 the count on DiGiorgio. And if the righty can reach, top of the order stands on deck. It's Tyler Fitzgerald. Fink again takes a couple seconds to reset, facing center field off the back of the mound. Hunter Bartzell off of second, Garella off of first. They both reach via the free pass. Fink stares in, knuckles scraping the dirt with that Craig Kimbrell-esque stare down to home plate as the 2-0 fouled straight back and hits the net. Actually lands off to our right, sneaks in through the fence, past the brick wall, and lands in the dirt. And the count now 2-1.
One of our riders, Max, grabbed that ball and did not bring it to me. I'm going to have a conversation with him here in a few minutes.
Max really on top of that. Collecting the foul balls, usually reserved for the younger fans in attendance. The line, the 2-1, swing and a miss. And Fink blows it right past DiGiorgio, and now 1 strike away from getting out of the jam here in the 7th. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 7th inning, YD leading 6-2. Fink looks in at Kerner, gets his sign again. As the lefty from Oklahoma comes set. Here's the 2-2. Off-speed pitch, missing. Full count again on a Braves hitter. And this one on DiGiorgio, and you'd think that Fink's got to go back to that fastball right here.
Have good velocity, put it in the zone, and get a swing and miss or a ground ball, get that third out, and get out of the jam.
Fink comes set. 3-2 the count. Here's the pitch, and it is fouled straight back. Hits the netting right in front of us, and the count will stay full. You know, if this netting was a little shorter, we might be able to see a couple of our guys make some plays on the ball, most notably Max Brill and Alex Rosen, both plenty of leg room to work with, jumping up over the bleachers to catch a foul ball. Here's the payoff pitch from Fink. Curveball swung on, popped up on the infield. Over right in front of the bag at first base is Dashbach. He's there. He'll make the catch for out number 3. Works himself out of 1 out trouble here in the 7th inning and keeps the Braves off the scoreboard. We head to the top of the 8th inning here at Bourne Park, 6-2 Red Sox lead. You're listening to Whitey Baseball on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network.
a new pitch.
It'll be 6, 7, and 8 due up in the Red Sox lineup as they come to the plate top of the 8th inning, leading the Bourne Braves by a score of 6-2. TJ Matthews alongside Jacob Jordan, scouting liaison for YD. As we had Dana Gray on earlier, he had to make a trip back up to Boston before our road trip to Hartford tomorrow. As Harry Rudkowski still out on the mound for Bourne. First pitch swinging, Nick Quintana swings right over the top of an off-speed pitch for strike one. Now, Jake, you excited to go to Hartford tomorrow? Because I am.
Pretty pumped, honestly. It's a park I've never seen before.
So here's the wind in the 0-1 to Quintana. Swing and a tap foul down the third base side. Quickly 0-2. Now, I believe it is the first time, but the first time that a Cape League game has been played out of the state of Massachusetts, I believe. Not 100% certain. But that's what we think. Rudkowski winds the 0-2 to Kin, fly out into right field, down towards the line. Over is Gorella towards the foul line. And he did not make the catch, could not make the catch, heading towards the fence down that first base side. And the count stays 0-2. But getting to play and broadcast from a pro ballpark, it's going to be a blast. And you, where are you going to be sitting tomorrow? What do you think?
I don't know really what my duties will be. I'm going to be all over the place, hopefully. Stand on the BP, walk around, just kind of explore is what I'm guessing I'm going to get to do.
Around the Cape here at YD. It's the 0-2 to Quintana. Swing and
That's a fair ball.
Ground ball down the third base line. That's past. Trill at third and down the left field line. Quintana rounds first. He'll head to second and hit the brakes once he passes that second base bag as Langer digs it out of the corner in left field. A lead-off two-bagger for Nick Quintana to get the YD 8th inning started. And that one fair by me. That was right on the chalk. You saw the chalk kick up as Triolo dove toward it, and that stayed fair.
At Red Wilson, there's no telling how long that ball would have rolled. With no fences, it would have, who can say? You never know. Maybe a triple.
So Quintana takes his lead off of second now for Zach Zubia. So 2 RBI single his last time up, 1 for 2. Also walked his first time up. It's the wind in the first pitch from Rudkowski. Now I'm excited to park in general. The park can come hard for the Colorado Rock. That's 1-0, fouled out of play down the first base side. But, you know, I'm looking at the forecast. There is supposed to be some rain to our fingers crossed and it's away. Bus leaves 7 o'clock, bright and early, to get to Hartford. Game time slated for 12:30. 164 miles west of Red Wilson. Off-speed pitch, below the knee, and the count now 2-1. 6'4". Thankfully, his knees are everyone else's. So that pitch able to miss just below his kneecaps. Maybe a strike to someone else, though. Rudkowski set 2-1 pitch. Off-speed pitch slips out of the hand, misses high. 3-1 in the count. On second base, reach via the leadoff double. And YD leading 6-2 thanks to a 5-run 5th inning. They sent all 9 guys to the plate. Rudkowski peets back at Quintana. Here's the 3-1. Swing and a pop fly foul. That would get out of play down the first base side.
Balls are sponsored by Fairway Financial.
So out of a summer set full of certain milestones, you got the All-Star game. We had John Gannon night at Red Wilson Field. We had Fenway Day, one of the final ones as the 3-1 chopped to the left side of the Fitzgerald. The shortstop fields a high throw to first in time to get Zubia to third. On the throw is Nick Quintana. That play deep short that Fitzgerald had to really enough time to get Zubia.
Number 3.
And that'll bring up Luke Waddell, the second baseman. Awesome. We all enjoyed that. Zach Zuby, the guy who just grounded out, was able to park 4 over the monster. And it was also with a broken bat. Misses down and out of the strike zone. We were talking to Dan Jaffe, and he said once Zubia took the tape off, okay, here's the 1-0. Swing and a fly out to left field. Over is Langer. Setting up, tagging is Quintana. The throw home by Langer. Airmail's not in time to get Quintana. Sliding in feet first at home plate. And that's run number 7 for YD. As for Luke brings up. And the score's now 7-2 Reds.
Play doesn't happen right without advancing the runner to third out. So although still a quality at bat on third, so that the sac fly to left.
And that ball just deep enough. Let's get it out of the throwing range of David Langer out in left field. First pitch to Adam Kerner misses off the plate away for ball 1. All started with that Nick Quintana double to lead off this 8th inning. Comes all the way around to score on the sac fly. Oh, fouled straight back by Kerr. Even 7-1. Oh, these Red Sox so good at home. Batting average well over half runs a game. It's the 1-1 pitch to Kerner. That misses on that side corner. Kerner not pleased, but it's 1-2. Kind of an average offensive team at home. But put up 7 on the scoreboard today on 8 hits. Here's the 1 is away. Evens up the count at 2-2. Now, it's always nice to be able to play with those friendly confines of Red Wilson Field. Deepest part of the park, 352. Here's the 2-2. Kerner lines it to the right side of the infield. Prado on the knee, throws on over to first. Kerner hugging down the line for out number 3 here in the to scratch across a run and extend it to 2 thanks to a Luke Waddell sack. We head to the bottom of the 8th here at Dorn Park. 7-2 Red Sox lead over the Braves. So Braden Fink's night is done after just an inning. Didn't allow a hit, walked 2, struck out 1, and was able to get out of a out jam. in the 7th inning, and it's going to be replaced by a guy with the great curveball, Chandler Fidel, out of the bullpen for YD as he will face the top of the order, Tyler Fitzgerald. There's that curveball on the first pitch. It misses low for ball one. Fidel, 2-0 record on the season in 10 games, 2.63 ERA, 13 2/3, has struck out 22 batters. It's the 1-0, catches the outside corner with that curveball again.
Yeah, that curveball you can see heavily relied on from Chandler Fidel. I think, correct me if I'm wrong, but wasn't that just back to back to back?
Yeah, he loves
Three in
that
a row.
pitch. You know, we mostly see just the fastball curveball combination from Fidel, and it's worked spectacularly this summer. Hitters really have struggled to hit that curveball. So here is Anthony Prado, first pitch fastball. That catches the outside edge for a strike. It's just such a thing of beauty. He's so comfortable using it in almost any situation. Fidel winds the 0-1, catches the outside corner quickly, 0-2. And is there a guy you think on this team with a better curveball than Fidel?
On this team, I don't think I can say so.
As he winds, 0-2 pitch, swing and a number foul down the first base side. Count stays 0-2. How about on the whole Cape?
The whole Cape, you could probably say yes. I can't give you a name, but this is true. There's probably one out there.
So much talent, especially pitching talent. And we saw a prime example as Fidel winds 0-2 pitch fastball. Misses outside, 1-2 the count. That pitching performance by the Chatham Anglers on Saturday as Alek Manoah and Jeff Belge combined to strike out 19 Red Sox. Fidel winds, 1-2 pitch, swing and a liner up the middle. That will, Waddell Fields behind the bag, throws that over to first, not in time to get Prado hustling down the line. It looked like that ball was going to get out and scoot into center field. Waddell able to snag it right on the cut of the grass in shallow center field with the infield dirt and the outfield grass meet. Threw on over to first on a couple of hops, but not able to get Prado hustling down the line. And that's going to bring up Jared Triolo.
Yeah, Waddell really showing the range there. And actually, you just mentioned it, a guy with a better break, Alex Manoah.
Yeah, that was his off-speed pitch was incredible. It's the first pitch. Misses high and outside to Triolo for ball one. I mean, him and Belge, it was just low to mid-90s fastball after curveball after fastball after curveball, and it caught these windy hitters off all game. And it was the best pitching performance I have seen out on the Cape this summer. As the 0-1, this is off the plate, 2-0 the count on Triolo. I would have to think the best we've seen against the Red Sox in offense, so potent, outside of a 2-run home run from Nick Quintana, really kept at bay. The 2-0 pitch from Fidel, curveball over for a strike, 2-1 the count. And that home run that Quintana was able to hit in that game against Manoah, I believe in the 4th inning of that contest, and really just kind of shows how far Nick Quintana has come and how comfortable he's feeling at the plate. Fidel throws on over to first. Back in time is Prado.
It really also showed the power he has locked up in there. Like at Fenway Day, he put one off the lights over the Green Monster. It's in there.
So we were talking about Zubia hitting 4 over the Monster, but Quintana, I think, hit the farthest. It's the 2-1. This is a hair outside with a fastball just off the plate away. And the count now 3-1 on Triolo. I mean, that thing was a good almost 15, 20 feet up on the light tower out on Fenway. It's the one closer to the line, but still not a cheapie off the bat of Quintana. As the ball was just being scorched off his bat. And that BP hit a couple off the Monster, and then that one on top of the Monster. Fidel winds. Here's the 3-1. Curveball bends around the outside corner and misses off the plate for ball 4. 2 straight base runners have reached against Chandler Fidel. The Braves are trying to rally against the Whitey bullpen. Now Spencer Brinkhouse, the league leader in RBIs, will step to the plate. Now this win Jacob, so important for YD. Just trying to get on that kind of fast track, the momentum going again. On fire. Lost 3 of their last 4. Still, this shows you how big of a lead they had. Still leading the East by 6 points over the Chatham Anglers. But this win big, up 5 right now. Bourne threatening here in the 8th. First pitch to Brett Counts. Catches the outside corner for strike 1.
And it's expected. You know, you can't expect a team to just stay hot forever, but credit to them, got back on track tonight, only slipped a little, so hopefully they can just pick right up where they left off.
Fidel looks back at second. Here's the 0-1. That misses low below the knees, 1-1 the count. And Chatham facing off against Katuitt, a makeup game there at Veterans Field. Katuitt leading 8-5 in the bottom of the 4th inning. A barn burner out in Chatham. Another game going on today. Falmouth a 7-2 lead over the Hyannis Harbor Hawks as Brickhouse swings, lofts one out to deep left center over as Ashford in the left center field gap. He's there. He'll make the catch for out number 2. That was a loud sound off the bat of Brickhouse, but not enough loft on that one as he is retired for out number 2.
Yeah, TJ, I know you left, but Brickhouse, there was a lot of loud sounds coming off his bat yesterday during the All-Star game, I got to tell you.
Believe he got to participate in the home run derby. I stand correct?
I think he
did.
But the game itself, I know he had 2 at-bats, double off the wall, and then one over the wall right after. It was impressive.
His home run, I watched a replay of it on Fox College Sports. Someone had it on Twitter. Is the first pitch to David Langer, misses in the dirt, gets away from Kerner. Runners won't advance, though, as Kerner finds the baseball sitting out on the dirt in front of home plate. As that fly out towards left center field, hit a home run. Similar spot at White House Field. Got that one over the wall. And we're talking White House Field, one of the biggest ballparks in all of the Cape. Kind of, I'd say, up there in top 2 in terms of least hitter friendly, in my opinion. And he was able to go yard the opposite way. So the 1-0 misses outside, 2-0 the count. Just seems like the ball doesn't carry quite as much at White House Field. But Brickhouse, no trouble with it yesterday. Red Wilson, of course, quite the opposite. Ball's in the air at DY Regional High School. Red Wilson Field, the balls just keep on flying. 2-0 the count on Langer. Runners off of first and second against Fidel. It's the 2-0 curveball, a beauty, and it catches the inside corner for strike 1.
So you mentioned that White House Field was the number 2 least hitter friendly. Would Orleans be number 1 for you as well?
I wouldn't think so. I down the lines, it's really not that far in Orleans. It's just don't take aim at dead center. 434 out to dead center at Eldridge Park. A feat that I think by record has only been topped once as the 2-1 catches the plate right at the knees. A curveball for strike 2, 2-2 the count. The only guy to do it, you know, Jake?
Was it Judge?
No, incorrect.
Zobrist.
Nope. Frank Thomas. Hall of Famer Frank Thomas. As the 2-2 from Fidel, swing and a fly ball out to right field. Coming in is Beasley towards the line. He's there. And for out number 3 as Fidel works himself out of trouble here in the 8th inning. As Winey preserves their 5-run lead. And, you know, Jake, for that Frank Thomas story, I believe in that game, if the story I was told was correct, he hit 3 home runs in that game. And it was a playoff game, and he hit one to each left, center, and right. That shows you some of the power that he had. Heading to the 9th inning here at Dorn Park, 7-2 lead for the Red Sox over the Braves. You're listening to YD Baseball on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network. Top of the order, due up for YD, Zach Ashford, Christian Koss, and Andrew Dashbach slated to come to the plate here in the top of the 9th inning as the Red Sox lead over the Braves 7-2, and they will face a new arm on the mound, Sam Messina out of West Point. 2 games this summer. He's not allowed to run. Inning in a third, he struck out 3. Appeared in the last time these two squads met up back on July 19th, a scoreless inning with a hit and 2 strikeouts. Still face 1, 2, and 3 in the YD order. It's the righty winds. First pitch to Ashford. He swings up, grounder up the middle, past Fitzgerald at shortstop, and that makes its way into center field for a leadoff base hit. Zach Ashford, always one of the more aggressive guys in this lineup, jumps all over a first pitch and grounds it right back where it came from for a leadoff single.
Yeah, even if that ball was gloved, I don't think there was a way that they would have thrown Ashford out. He got too good a jump on it. The ball was perfectly up the middle.
Messina in relief of Harry Rudkowski, 3 2/3, 2 hits, 2 runs, none of them earned, a walk and 2 strikeouts. As Messina winds, and the first pitch to Koss misses high and inside for a ball 1. It's the sun fully pretty much set here at Bourne Park. Not a cloud in the sky as it darkens above us. Lights in full effect as the 1-0 catches the outside corner to Koss. He's reached on a walk, also has a sacrifice fly to his name today, 0 for 2 for the YD shortstop. Messina in the stretch with the runner off of first. The 1-1 pulls the strings on an off-speed pitch, and Koss swings right over the top. It's now 1-2. Wind still gusting from right to left here at Bourne as the crowd has thinned out considerably as we near 8:45 Eastern Standard Time as the 1-2 misses outside. 2-2 the count on Koss. This now is when the bugs start coming out. Hopefully we're able to get out of here by then as Jacob's eyes widen in the seat to my left. But hey, he shouldn't be worried. I should. Short sleeves and shorts for myself. Ashford leads off of first. Messina gets his sign. He's set. There goes Ashford. Swing and a miss on the pitch. It gets away from the catcher, Phillips, as Koss will be called out with the runner occupied over at first. Ashford, though, will take second base on a stolen base. That is 8 steals now on the summer for Zach Ashford. Koss retired via the strikeout. Strikeout number 1 for Sam Messina, and that will bring up Andrew Dashbach. Johnny DeLuca stands on deck, and he'll bat in the spot of Brad Beasley should that spot in the lineup come up. 1 out, top of the 9th inning, 7-2 lead for YD. Andrew Dashbach steps to the plate with 1 out. And Ashford leads off of second now. He's in scoring position. Wind in the first pitch, swing and a rocket out to deep center field. Back is Barzell. He makes the catch over the shoulder, heading towards the fence, tagging and going all the way to third is Zach Ashford. He will stop right there as Andrew Dashbach absolutely scorched that one out to center field. But Barzell shows good wheels, goes back on his horse, and makes the nice catch for out number 2.
The crazy thing there, TJ, it didn't even sound like he got all of it. So imagine if he gets all of that ball. I think that ball's way gone.
Dashbach, one of the strongest guys on this roster. Might have got that one just in on the handle, just a little bit. Just enough to disrupt that fly ball. Also a deep center field here at Bourne, 395. It's the first pitch to Johnny DeLuca. It's outside for a ball. DeLuca was slated to start this game at first base, but Dashbach emerged out of the dugout and came to the plate when his name was called. It's the wind in the 0-1, swung on in a drive deep left field. Over is the outfielders, and they won't be able to get that. That bounces up off the wall. Coming home to score is Ashford. Coasting into second is Johnny DeLuca. A 2-out RBI double here in the 9th inning. And it is now 8-2 Red Sox lead. And DeLuca just missed hitting that one out.
Yeah, DeLuca's a guy who always shows us, a nice, easy base hit, but he's flashed the power a couple of times. I think it was actually in the home opener that he hit his home run, the ball out, and then flashed it again with a deep ball in the alley.
So DeLuca reaches at second. with the 2-out double, extend the YD lead to 8-2. First pitch to Quinn Cotton from Messina misses outside for ball 1. Beasley ended his day 2 for 4. Compare singles. As the 1-0 misses outside, blocked by Phillips. Appeal down to first base. And they say Cotton did not go around on the swing. 2-0 the count. Quintana stands on deck as Whitey has pushed another run across here in the 9th inning, as they now lead 8-2 over the Bourne Braves and look to take the series on the season. Take 3 of 4 against the Braves. 3-0 miss, or 2-0, pardon, low in the dirt, and the count's 3-0 on Cotton. Whitey has been really good against the West this summer. 10-6-1 record versus teams in the other division. 3-0, swing and a fly out into left center field. Over is Langer. He's trying to find it. He's there. He'll make the catch running in towards the infield, and that will retire the side here in the 9th inning, not before another run pushed across by the Red Sox. This time, Johnny DeLuca, a 2 RBI double, brings across Zach Ashford, and Whitey extends the lead to 6 here in the 9th. We head to the bottom half of the 9th, 3 outs away from win number 21 for the Red Sox. You're listening to Whitey Baseball on the Cape Cod Baseball League Network. Three outs away. Chandler Fidel outbound for YD, as Matt Dyer will come in and behind the plate, as it will now be 6, 7, and 8 due up in the bottom half of the 9th inning for the Bourne Braves. 8-2 over Bourne as they look to take 3 of 4 versus the Braves. So Ashton Barzell digs in for Fidel, misses down in the dirt for ball 1. It'll be Barzell and Thaddeus Phillips slated to come to the plate. In the bottom half of the 9th inning, needs 6 in as the 1-0 misses low. 2-0 the count on Ashton Barzell. Fidel, the third pitcher, out on the bump for YD. As he'll wind the 2-0 pitch. He catches the strike zone right at the knees, 2-1. He started this ball game for YD and was magnificent. 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, a walk, and 4 strikeouts. 2-1, catches the strike zone at the knees, evens up the count at 2-2. And the best start from Tommy Henry. and not getting to watch him play here last summer, but what sounded like probably his best outing in general on the Cape. 2-2, swing and a loft out to shallow right center field. Over is Ashford, over is DeLuca, and the two outfielders cannot make the play. It dunks in right in between the both of them as Ashton Barzell reaches over at first base with a little dunk shot of a single to lead off the ninth inning.
Yeah, for half a second there, I thought Ashford was going to dive for that ball, but he pulled up and let it drop. Smart, I think, in this situation. You don't want to risk hurting yourself in an 8-2 ball game in the bottom of the ninth.
So now that will bring Jake Garella to the plate, playing in his second game as a Brave. Fennell winds. First pitch, curveball, catches the inside corner for a strike. A couple of guys in their first or second game in this lineup tonight for Harvey Shapiro. Fennell stares in at Dyer. Gets the sign he wants. Kicks the leg up. The 0-1 swung on and lofted out into right field. That will drop in front of DeLuca for a base hit. Two for the Braves to start off this ninth inning against Chandler Fennell. Neither of them hard hit. Couple of little bloopers that land into the outfield grass right in front of Zach Ashford, Johnny DeLuca. So 2 on, no out. And Thaddeus Phillips will get a chance to try and chip away at this lead.
As long as he's not giving up hard contact, which he isn't, I think he'll be fine.
Fennell works with the 6-run lead. 2 runners on, no one out for this to start this Braves ninth inning. First pitch to Phillips, catches the inside corner for a strike. That's just kind of pitch to contact, get some ground balls to your infielders. Possibly get a double play ball, twin killing. Wind gusting still a little bit here at Dorn. Here's the wind, the 0-1. That catches the strike zone with a fastball. Quickly 0-2 the count on Phillips. Crowd quieting up quite a bit here at Dorn Park. It was decently packed here at the start in the middle of the ball game. Thinned out a little bit. It's the wind in the 0-2. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Fennell dials up his third fastball in a row and gets Phillips to go chase after it for strike 3. Strikeout number 1 for Chandler Fennell. Second time today, Phillips has struck out as picked quickly out of the dugout and immediately calls down to the Whitey bullpen. And it looks like that's going to be it for Chandler Fennell. A really frequent run out of the dugout for a pick. Well, he usually walks, and he was sprinting to get to the mound as he pointed towards the Whitey dugout out beyond down that right field line. As we are going to get a new pitcher in for the Red Sox. Chandler Fennell's night is done after an inning and a third, and he leaves with 2 runners on. We are heading to the pitching change. We'll come back with more information. It'll be Mitch Turansky who comes in relief of Chandler Fidel through an inning and a third. 3 hits, no runs as of now, responsible for the 2 runners on base, a walk and a strikeout. And Turansky on the summer, 1-0, an ERA at 6-11 games, 18 innings pitched. He struck out 23 and walked 6. So now he's going to get to face Danny DiGiorgio. First pitch. That misses inside from the tall left-hander from Michigan State. He's responsible for getting the final 2 outs of this ball game. And when Tommy Henry pitched the first 6, and Braden Fink for an inning, Fidel for an inning and a third, and now Turansky. 1-0, swung on and popped up shallow into center field. Out is Waddell, backtracking, and he's there. He'll make the catch for out number 2. That one looked like a bit of an adventure for Luke Waddell, but he's able to settle under it and recover for out number 2.
Yeah, it started off a little shaky there tracking that pop-up. I was getting a little scared, but gathered himself and made the catch.
So the last hope for the Braves will be the leadoff man, Tyler Fitzgerald. So far, 0 for 4 today, a strikeout, 2 groundouts, and a pop out to second base. It's 2 on, 2 out against Mitch Turansky. Whitey an out away from win number 21 on the summer. Here's the first pitch. That misses high. 1-0 the count on Tyler Fitzgerald. Came into today tied for the league lead in doubles with 11. Also a homer, 14 RBIs to his name. Been the top 4 guys in this Bourne lineup who've done most of the damage. 1-0, catches the outside corner with a curveball, and that evens up the count at 1. Runners off of second is Barzell. Over at first is Gorella. They reached on back-to-back singles against Chandler Fidel to start this 9th inning. Turansky winds the 1-1, busts him inside and brushes Fitzgerald back off the plate as he spins out of the way of that one. And the count 2-1. Scoreboard out beyond right center says 1-2, but they corrected. It's now 2-1. Turansky gets the sign he wants from Matt Dyer. Kicks 2-1. Catches the inside corner. And now the Michigan State Spartan, Mitch Turansky, is a strike away. Runners take their leads off of first and second. 2 balls, 2 strikes, the count on Fitzgerald. 2 outs, bottom of the 9th inning. 8-2 Red Sox lead over the Braves. Turansky breath, 2-2, swing and a foul down the first base side. And the count will stay even. Sky has completely darkened here at Bourne Park. Lights in full effect. Out about an 80% moon tonight. Out over our shoulders down the first baseline.
Great moon analysis, TJ.
Thank you. Here's the wind, the 2-2. It misses just below the kneecaps. Turansky wanted it, but didn't get the call. And the count runs full.
Moon analysis, is that something you do in your free time when you're not broadcasting?
They do not teach us moon analysis at Arizona State. I can confirm that, but that was a little I self-taught myself that one. Kind of on the go. 3-2. Here's the pitch from Turansky. Swing and a foul out of play. And we'll do it again at 3-2.
The more I look at it, I'm leaning towards 87%. Moon
87. You want to throw any decimals in there?
0.6.
0.6.
Absolutely.
Right. You heard it here, folks. 87.6. The moon tonight from Jacob Jordan. 3-2 the count. Here on Tyler Fitzgerald, Turansky gets the sign from Dyer. Here's the 3-2, swing, and a foul. That one will drift out of play again. And Turansky and Fitzgerald, quite a battle here. Braves down to their last strike. Here in game 36, number 35 for Bourne. Whitey seeks that 21st win on the season. Turansky looks in those high socks today. The stirrups, red stirrups for Whitey. Comes set right at the belt. Wind, 3-2, swing, and another pop fly. This one, again, will drift foul and out of play. You know, Jake, I'm going to propose a theory to you. Now, these balls are all going down the first baseline. Could it be a little moon gravity?
Okay. Now it's too far.
Now it's too far? All right. But three straight foul balls down that first base side against Mitch Turansky.
I think it's Gary gravity, TJ. Gary standing at the gate waiting for this win.
Gary Wilson, super fan for YD, cheering on the Red Sox. 3-2 swing and a fly ball out to left field over his Cotton, and he won't be able to get it. That dunks in fair inside the left field foul line. Coming home to score is Barzell from second. Advancing all the way over to third is Gorella, stopping at second base with a 2-out RBI double is Tyler Fitzgerald, double number 12, and RBI number 15 on the season for the shortstop for Bourne. And they keep this game alive. It is now 8-3 Braves.
He obviously made the correction, fouled off like 4 straight to the first baseline, and then sends one straight down the left field line. So he made the correction, and it paid off for him. Big double.
So the game stays alive for Anthony Prado. 1 for 4 today, an infield single his last time up in the 8th. As Turansky now has to deal with runners on at second and third with 2 outs here in the 9th. That run being charged to Chandler Fidel. He's also responsible for Gorella over at third base. The first pitch misses down and inside for ball 1 to Prado. Pair of leadoff singles to start this 9th inning. And then Fidel struck out Thaddeus Phillips and was pulled for Mitch Turansky. Gets the first out on a pop-up to Luke Waddell. And then gave up a double, 2-out RBI double to Tyler Fitzgerald. 1-0. That misses low. 2-0 the count on Prado. Bourne now down just 5 runs. Down to their last out as well here in the 9th inning. Wind has died down a little bit here. And Bourne was gusting a little bit earlier with the sun down now. The flag blowing slightly softer. It's the wind, the 2-0. Fastball misses in off the plate. 3-0 the count here on Anthony Prado. Gorella off of third. Fitzgerald off of second. A run in for the Braves here in the bottom of the 9th inning. As they still trail by 5. It's Turansky still an out away for securing the win for the Red Sox. Here's the wind, the 3-0. High and inside. Ball 4 does not get the call from Ronaldo Cochran behind the plate. As Prado will reach down at second straight time reaching base. And the second straight batter to reach base here in the 9th inning. That will load the bases for Gerald due up for Bourne as Christian Wander sprints out of the YD dugout to have a conversation with Turansky. And the 2 guys, Duriolo and Spencer Brickhouse, probably not the guys you want up at for Bourne. Definitely the guys you want up at the plate, but for Mitch Turansky, not the guys you want to face while you're trying to protect a lead. Yes, it's 5 runs, but right now, 1 swing of the bat makes this a 1-run ball game. So Triolo steps in, a single, a walk, and 2 flyouts today as he looks to keep this 9th inning going. Some 2-out heroics so far from Tyler Fitzgerald, an RBI double, and a walk to Anthony Prado has loaded the bases. First pitch to Triolo misses off the plate for ball 1. 5 straight balls for Mitch Turansky.
Yeah, it's getting dangerous. We really need to lock in right here and get an out.
Some action down in the YD bullpen as numerous candidates to throw down there. It's out of our sight. Turansky comes set right at the chest. 1-0 pitch, swing and a foul straight back and over our heads behind home plate. And the count evens at 1. Gorella, he reached on a single, leads off of third. Leading off of second is Tyler Fitzgerald with the double, and then Anthony Prado just walking. He takes his lead off of first. 1-1 the count on Jared Triolo. Here's the wind. The pitch from Turansky. That misses high. Check down to first. He did go around on the check swing. And Turansky, again, is a strike away. 1-2, 2 out. Bottom of the 9th inning for Jared Triolo. Bases loaded as the Braves trail the Red Sox 8-3. Turansky looks in at Dyer. Gets the sign he likes. Here's the wind and the 1-2. The off-speed pitch misses down low below Benise. 2-2 the count. YD, it was a 5 spot in the 5th inning that has put their stamp on this game. Then a run again in the 8th and 9th inning, as well as a run in the 1st inning to get here to the 8-3 score. Here's the wind, the 2-2 from Turansky. That misses just in off the plate. Well, not missing by much, but Ronaldo Cockrum not raising the right hand and calling it a strike. It's now 3-2. Turansky got nowhere to put Triolo. Bases packed full of Braves as they trail by 5. Triolo waves the bat out over home plate, now brings it back up. Here's the wind, the 3-2 swing, and a foul straight back again. Turansky gets the new ball from Ronaldo Cockrum behind the plate. Turansky trying to work out a bases loaded trouble here in the 9th and secure the win for YD. The lefty from Michigan State steps back on the rubber, stares in at Matt Dyer, gets the sign he likes. Here's the wind, here's the 3-2, swing and a liner out to center field over is Ashford. He comes in, he's there, he'll make the catch for out number 3. Mitch Turansky works out of trouble in the 9th inning, and that will be the final here from Bourne Park, the final 8-3 in favor of the Red Sox.
Great game. The Red Sox get back on track, after the 3-game skid, you could say, and it's good to see them back in their normal selves. Big offensive night and good win.
So picking up the win tonight will be Tommy Henry, his best start as a Red Sox. 6 innings, 4 hits, 2 runs, a walk, and 4 strikeouts. And getting the loss will be Austin Pope. Only through 4+ innings, 4 hits, a run. It was earned, 4 walks, and 2 strikeouts on a game where it was really kind of cemented by that big 5-run 5th inning that really kind of put this game out of hand and helped Tommy Henry and helped the Whitey bullpen.
Yeah, you got to have that. And without that inning in this game, who knows how it would have ended. And it helps a lot as a pitcher when you go out and your offense gives you the padding. It puts confidence in you as well because you know that your team's behind you. So I think that played a big part in the win.
So the win here tonight, Whitey will improve to 11 and 4 on the season. They snap their 2-game losing streak and will move up with now 46 points in the Eastern Division. And for Bourne, this will be loss number 19 on the summer. Their record now at 15-19-1 as they trail the Catuit Kettleers by 2 points entering tonight in the Western Division. And a game that matters to both of these ball clubs. Over at Veterans Field, 15-5, Catuit leading over the Chatham Anglers. If that score holds, Whitey would be 8 points clear of the Anglers in the Eastern Division, and Bourne would be trailing Catuit by 4 points as Bourne sits out of a playoff spot as we speak, as we're entering single-digit games left in the 2018 summer. Tomorrow for the Red Sox will be in Hartford, Connecticut for YD versus Wareham. First pitch slated for 12:30 will be on the air a little bit before that one. It's going to be a long, fun day for the Red Sox and the Gatemen getting to play in a professional ballpark. Dunkin' Donuts Park in Hartford, home of the Hartford Yard Goats. We'll see you there tomorrow. For Dana Gray and Jacob Jordan, I'm TJ Mathewson saying so long and thank you for listening to Red Sox Baseball. The final here from Bourne Park, YD winning this one 8-3.